9 of us testifying of extreme police brutality on this island. The police commission found no evidence of any misconduct, even though the woman pointed out at the commission, the same cop that was there at that hearing, that he was the one that smashed her head on the sidewalk and pulled her out of her car. But what the hell? We're all friends here, so why find anybody guilty of anything, especially not our corrupt Mayor Kim? Well, he's proud of having killed 4.5 million Koreans, his fellow men, 54,000 Americans, of course, dying in that. But who gives a hell about that? I mean, nobody gives a damn about having killed 3,000 people in the World Towers, this country, your country. Okay, so because you have screwed me up and my wife as well, let me read a thing about your cops, you know. How you beat her up as soon as she landed at Hilo Airport. The police investigates complaints, da-da-da-da. Okay, 3 names. Miller, August Ina. And the other one is a young white man, which we couldn't identify, with a very rigid, unfriendly face and not very tall. Summary of complaint, described in detail, due to misunderstanding with a rude stewardess on Hawaiian Airlines. Upon leaving the plane, I told her I was going to lodge a complaint against her. I then got off and looked for a security agent to lodge the complaint. They told me I could not because the stewardess had already called them and said I had been very disorderly and refused to get off this plane. Of course, you know, if somebody tells you at an airport, pick up that piece of, you better say yes, sir, right away. You never, ever criticize anyone at an airport. That's against the law. 3 security agents then greatly mistreated me emotionally and physically. Leaving wounds, I said only the police could do that. Imagine that. And they did, of course. To which they asked if I wanted the police called. I said yes, and when the police arrived, I thought they would help out. Understanding no English, no Spanish themselves, making fun of my husband's picture they found on Facebook. They arrested me in a violent manner, considering I'm only 5 feet tall and weigh 125 pounds. It took 6 men to beat her up. From the stewardess to the police, I was refused a translator. The police put my life in danger by refusing to give me my asthma medicine, which I have to take morning, noon, and night. The white cop, with a very rigid face and not very tall, handcuffed me behind my back and put shackles on both legs so tight they left wounds, all was done in a very rough manner, as though I was a dangerous delinquent. I told him to call my husband by loudspeakers, as he was awaiting me at the airport, but they only called his house number, though I repeatedly said he was waiting there. Miller made fun of me, only speaking Spanish, and refused me a translator. He pushed me very hard into the car, for which there was no reason to do, because at no time did I resist using his strength in a discriminatory manner against a woman and for being of Latin origin. Ina, the fat, intimidated me and her when we complained.
Excuse me,
made
Paul?
fun of me and laughed a lot about
Excuse me,
finding
sir?
a picture of my husband on Facebook. He took all the money I had in my pants pockets, my earnings, my red sweater, and my wedding ring in such a manner that he damaged it, forcing it off my finger. When my purse was returned, it was mixed up, which I lost 25.
We're going to call a recess at 1:31.
And my earrings. None of the police told me what I was accused of, and at no time looked for a translator. They sent me assault by erasing my arrest record. As to not do so would mean I could never return to this goddamn country. Is that good enough time for you? Fuckers, you don't give a shit what goes on in this county. You're too goddamn busy giving yourself raises and spending our money on your goddamn bullshit.
We gotta fix it, Paul.
Fuck you all.
We're gonna fix it.
That doesn't help.
Oh, this is
That's why we're going through a pole reversal right now on the planet, if you don't know that. And that's why enclaves are being built on the mainland.
That's a symptom.